Do I or don't I? Oh, heck. I'm sure I have something to say about lavender essential oil that you may have heard and forgotten, or you just have never heard it before. It is very, very popular. My first experience with lavender was when I was taking a private class, and the instructor was offering English lavender oil. Oh my, it was gross. Ew. Before I go any further, I want to mention not all oils are pure. They're cut with things like fragrance oil or who knows what. Sometimes they're cut with a carrier oil. Anyways, that's when it really is important to be doing organic. You can get a gas chromatography reading from the supplier on that particular bottle of oil. Anyways, if you're new here, I better introduce myself. I'm Colleen Lowe, and I'm the founder and formulator of organic body care products at Entourage Organics, located in Oakville, Ontario, Canada. And I've been doing this for over 20 years. And I ask that you take a quick break right now and go down and subscribe, because this is just podcast number 2 of many to come. And I wouldn't want you to miss out on learning something that could be of great importance to you. You'll have to forgive me, I have the holiday sniffles. Yes, I will be using some peppermint to sniff away later. Okay. And not to be mean about English lavender, I have to admit, I have never ever tried it again. And yes, I know, I should. Are you aware that the aroma of essential oil depends on where it grows? And I had an opportunity to do an experiment with lavender grown in France. And some was grown at the top of the valley, and some was grown down in the valley. Now, the ones down in the valley get more moisture. When the rain comes, it's sliding down the hill. But the ones at the top of the hill are getting more intense sun. And this affects their aroma. The ones actually at the top of the hill had a nice lighter aroma than the ones at the bottom. But I liked all of them. And lavender has so many uses. Really, really, really does. And it can be blended in so many different ways with other oils. But one way to use it is in a diffuser. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and get a diffuser, get this kind, that kind, or the other kind, because you don't need a diffuser. Not really. First of all, a diffuser is a container of water that you heat, and then once it's warm, you drop in your oils. And I suggest 4 to 6 oils. You don't want it too strong. But if you don't have a diffuser, you know what you can use? A good old coffee cup. And just pour in some boiling water and put your drops of oil in. It will diffuse, it will come up, it'll smell lovely. And when I get out of here, I'm going to be doing that with some peppermint because it opens up my airways. And I have found it's worked well for me that way. And all essential oils are volatile. That means they evaporate. But they evaporate at different rates. It depends whether it's a top note, a middle note, or a base note. So lavender, because it seems to evaporate quickly, you would think is a top note, but it's not. It is a middle note. And, well, when it comes to blending, I would suggest you look for a really good organic carrier oil. It depends what you're going to be using, what part of the body you're going to use this on. But for now, let's just say coconut oil. And what you do is take the coconut oil, add a few drops of essential oil, and you're going to do a spot test because you don't know if you or that person you're going to use it on might be allergic to either the carrier or the essential oil. I've noticed lately a lot of people talking about being allergic to lavender. And I don't know if it's actually the lavender or perhaps it's what's in the lavender. Has it been cut? Does it have a carrier of some sort in there, a preservative that's not healthy for us? But anyways, keep that in mind. Check if you're going to use this on someone else. Make sure that they're okay with lavender. But it leads me to think that I need to put together a class where we talk about blending the safe amount of oil to use, what you can use as carrier oils, how much carrier oil to use, how to blend according to age, and things like that. Yep, I think I really need to do that. So stay tuned for an announcement. So what can lavender be used for? Let me tell you, the list is long. It's calming. There are other oils that are more calming, but it is a calming oil. And it takes the edge off. It helps you sleep. One of the best places for sleep to put it, it's on the bottom of your feet. Yeah. Those good old things that you stomp on every day absorb the essential oils the best. Did you know that? And it can be used for stress, although it's not the most powerful one, but like I said, it will take the edge off. It can be used for burns. I burnt myself on a candle one day. You know, the hot wax on my hand. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I put a drop of lavender on there, and about 20 minutes later, I did it again, and the sting was gone. I also had a lady at a show last year. She spilt coffee, hot coffee on her hand. And I applied the lavender oil to her hand. We did it a couple of times, and she went, "Oh, wow, what a difference." And it can be used for things like bug bites, sunburns. Some people use it for acne, and depending, but a lot of people find it does help with their acne. However, there are some precautions, and you should always check if you're on medications. Can you use this oil, this essential oil, if you're taking such and such a medication? And don't use it in excess. Oh, I have a friend that she's got lavender going day and night everywhere in her house, in her laundry, in her washing her dishes, cleaning up the counters. And I said, like you're not feeling well. It could be you're overdosing on essential oils. They are powerful. So bear that in mind. You don't want to be just overdosing. No, no, no. And poor quality oils can cause issues, like I mentioned earlier. So it's best to get organic whenever possible and ask for a gas chromatography test too. They usually have it printed out there. And more and more people are saying they're allergic to lavender. And I'm not sure if it's actually the lavender or maybe it's what has been adding to the lavender. Let's hope not. Let's hope they're okay. And I have heard that lavender, if used in excess by young boys under 10, can be a hormone disruptor. Now, I've tried to find a little more information on that, and I couldn't. I will be looking for it. And if you have questions, hey, put them down below, okay? So I want to thank you for being here today. Please subscribe. And if you have any questions, please ask below. My website, in case you're interested, is www.makesoap.ca because I make soap in Canada. So with love, grace, and gratitude, thank you. Have a great day. Colleen.